Hi guys, it's Olivia, or Fierce Livy, and this video is a beginner stretching routine follow-along edition.
Welcome young grasshoppers to my beginner stretching routine. I've made plenty of modifications in this routine as well as added a couple new stretches to help you become more flexible while still being able to do the stretches. Because I know some routines are quite difficult and you just can't even get into the stretch. Also, if you're interested in an advanced stretching routine follow-along, comment below.
Here to stay, pass it, and I'll be on my way.
We're gonna start by shimmying to the left and reaching over to the right side. Really aim to extend those arms and waist. And then we're gonna go into flat back while maintaining our arms in an L shape, then dropping down, and I've made 4 different levels for wherever you may be in this stretch. So just hold at whichever level you feel yourself getting a deep stretch. Slide into a lunge, and in the top left hand corner, I've made a modification to show you what it may look like if your lunge isn't deep. And it's okay if it isn't, it just takes practice and pushing past your limits. Now you will slide into this position, and in the beginning, I've shown that you can be here, but you want to push forward and aim to touch your thigh to the ground. We're spending a good amount of time in this lunge routine, and that's because it improves your leg flexibility a lot, which can help you get your splits if you don't have it.
Say you getting back with Molly, and you sick of Mary. Say she don't agree with Charlie. You don't wanna be lonely, ain't that everybody?
Now you're gonna slide into this position, and my right leg is on top of my left, and just lean forward as far as you can. Remember when stretching, no pain, no gain. But make sure it isn't a sharp pinching pain. That's not what I'm referring to. The pain should just feel like a little discomfort, and if you don't feel anything while stretching, then you aren't progressing.
No stems, no seeds, please. That's really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really
Now grab onto your ankles, and we're gonna bend our legs, then straighten. Notice that my feet are facing forward, and if you can't balance, hold on to the floor instead of your ankles. Let my voice guide you. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and you're finished. Now we're going to repeat everything on the left side. I'm going to just let you guys listen to the music as you stretch, and I have a Spotify where I've created a few playlists including my stretching jam. So if you want to go listen to that, my username is Fierce Livy, and I'll also link my Spotify in the description below.
to stay, pass it, and I'll be on my way. No stems, no seeds, please. That's really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really need.
Now we're gonna sit in straddle, and I want you to lift yourself up and push forward because the ultimate goal is to be sitting with your legs in a straight line. Make sure you do not sickle your feet. You want to keep them turned out at all times throughout this straddle stretch. Shimmy, then stretch to the right side, and I'm putting one of my arms on the floor for a modification, but if you don't need that support, then get rid of it. The reason I'm so flat in these stretches is because I remember seeing this girl next to me in dance class having all these stretches so flat. And that really inspired me, so I went home and basically pushed myself as far as I could go and held it there for a minute each. And it was very uncomfortable, but I kept going. I did this often, and day by day, I was able to get lower and lower until I became flat. Now I'm able to do these stretches with quite ease, and this has taught me that the pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow.
On my way. No stems, no seeds, please. That's really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really need.
Now we're gonna go into our butterfly. Start by pushing your right leg towards the ground. Put most of your weight on that right side. Then transfer that weight to the left side. And lastly, pushing both legs down. My butterfly was nowhere near the ground in the beginning, but I kept stretching it, and I even had my little sister slightly stand on me in order to push it lower, and that really transformed my butterfly into what it is today. It really is about pushing past your limits. If you plan on having someone push you down, make sure you have someone experienced to help you because you don't want to get any injuries.
On my way. No stems, no seeds, please. That's really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really need.
Moving on to the pike. Here's my challenge to you, and I promise you will be flat in your pike if you do this. Every day, make sure you warm up your muscles and then hold your pike for 30 seconds, but you need to push yourself as low as you can. The key is to push past your limits. Tell yourself when doing the pike, no pain, no gain. If you do this, then you will get a flat pike and even get to a point where now it doesn't even hurt me anymore.
You be missing always, say you getting back with Molly. And you sick of Mary, say she don't agree with Charlie. You don't wanna be lonely, ain't that everybody, body? Appreciate your service, but I'd only hurt you, sorry. 'Cause I'm not.
Moving on to this next stretch, and it's called thread the needle. Your right leg's knee will be bent and facing out, and you place your right leg's ankle on your left leg that is bent. Grab onto your thigh as a modification, but try to grab onto your knee if you can and pull your legs as close to your chest as you can.
Really all I need. That's really
bend your right leg and hug it towards your chest. Again, the top clip is just a modification. Now you're gonna straighten that leg and then bend it. Notice how my foot is also getting a stretch. As I bend my leg, I flex my foot, then point it when my knee is fully bent. Each time you straighten your leg, you should be pulling your leg back further and further. And your ultimate goal is to have your foot touch the ground. Moving on to the splits. First, we're going to do this stretch to prep us for the splits. Your right leg is bent while keeping that back leg straight, and it's okay if your leg isn't touching the ground. Just push as low as you can and hold it there. If it is touching the ground, try leaning forward to get an even deeper stretch. Now let's get into our right splits. It's okay if you aren't flat on the ground, push down to your furthest point and hold it there. But throughout this 45 seconds, I want you to keep trying to push yourself lower. Now I'm having my left hand grab my front leg and my right hand grab my back leg. This is to ensure that I'm squaring my hips. If your belly button is faced forward, then your hips are squared. If your belly button is faced to the side, then your hips are not squared.
I'm not here to stay passive, and I'll be on my way. No stands, no seats, please.
Now we're doing everything on the left side. Keep it up, guys. If this is feeling like an obstacle, then good, because if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you.
to stay passive, and I'll be on my way. No stems, no seeds, please. That's really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really need.
This is the half middle splits, and this will just prep you for your middle splits.
You be missing always. Say you getting back with Molly, and you sick of Mary. Say she don't agree with Charlie. You don't wanna be lonely. Ain't that everybody? Appreciate your service, but I'd only hurt you. Sorry.
Come on out of it. Now you're gonna open your legs and straddle against the wall. Make sure there is no space between your butt and the wall. Now this stretch really helped me with my middle splits, and it's because I pushed my legs so far down that I felt a lot of discomfort, but it wasn't a sharp pinching pain. It was a good pain. If you guys want more stretches for your middle splits, check out my middle split tutorial.
Really all I need. That's really all I need. All I need, all I need. All I really
Come on out of the stretch, and let's hold our middle splits for 45 seconds. I know this is hard, but remember, the challenges transform you. I know that when I hold my middle splits, I always want to get out of it because it's so painful, but I know that I and you are stronger than that negative thought in the back of our heads saying to get out of it. Tell yourself, I can do it. I am strong. It's all about convincing your mind that you can do it. Your body will achieve what your mind believes. Come on out of it and just hug your legs. We're going to finish this routine off with child's pose. Thanks for stretching with me, and come back soon because if you want to become flexible, you need to practice often.